Hey guys, M13 here, and I have new gloves. Kind of like I bought them for myself for Christmas. They're made by Komini, Komini. They're pretty minimalistic. Like they're not. This is like fake leather. It's not thick leather. They wouldn't give a lot of protection, but I go for function over safety. I don't know. Like I like the fact that they're thin and tight and thin and tight and ass like a 12-year-old boy. No, just I like the fact that I don't like the gloves that are too thick because okay, that light's gonna turn to red, so I'll just instead of merging on this street, I'll merge on this street, which will have a green. There you go. So yeah, what am I doing? Well, let's start off. Well, what I'm doing is I'm going to the racetrack, but that's not what I'm going to talk about in this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about Christmas, because I didn't give you guys a Christmas or New Year's Eve video, and actually my son dancing. I got a video teaching my son to be Asian. That was actually filmed on New Year's Eve. Was it? Or was it Christmas Day? No, it wasn't New Year's Eve. I wouldn't go downtown on New Year's Eve. It was Christmas Day. Yeah. That was Christmas Day. Because what I did on Christmas, my wife bought me, I mentioned she got me a present, and a lot of people were asking what it was, and she got me a watch for Christmas, which I think might mean she wants me dead, because in Chinese culture, if you give someone a clock, it means it's a way of like wishing death upon them, because a clock as a gift represents the fact that we're all like getting older and gonna die. So yeah, a little bit of Chinese culture there for those of you that have Asian girlfriends. Don't give them or a family member a clock as a present. But I don't think watches count. I think it's just specifically clocks. Anyway, so my wife gave me a watch for Christmas. So Christmas Day, I opened up the present, and she filmed me opening it, which makes it all the more awkward, right? And I open up the present, and there's this like a really nice, classy looking watch, like a silver watch with like a stainless steel wristband. And most of you know, and you've commented on, bastards, the fact that I'm hairy. I'm a hairy guy, and I have hairy arms. And if you've got really hairy arms, then the last thing you want to be wearing is a wristwatch with a metal wristband. Because what it does is it just constantly rips the hairs out of your arms. And I've met in my life I've met like a hairy guy who was wearing one, and I'm like, well, how can you wear that? And I think he said that like after a while, it rips out most of the hairs around your wrist, and then you get used to it. And I'm like, well, I don't think I want a bald patch on my wrist. It'll look weird when I'm not wearing the watch. And plus that means I got like weeks of hairs getting ripped out to look forward to. It's like I'll just pass. So I'm like, my wife's excited because she spent a lot of money on this watch, and then she's like filming me. And I opened up and I'm like, oh, thanks. Do you still have the receipt? And she's like, why? No, she took it fairly well. I explained it to her. I'm like, and I'm pretty sure I've said that to her before in the past. So yeah, but anyways, yeah. So we went on Christmas Day, since we're in Taiwan. Nothing closes on Christmas Day. Stores are still all open. We went and returned it. And we swapped it for something about a bit more expensive, and I covered the price difference. So that's cool. So and I'm happy with it. Am I gonna show it to you? I'm not gonna show it to you, because if I show it to you, you're gonna be like, oh, that watch costs X amount of dollars here in America, and it's probably cheaper than it costs here, and then I'll feel bad about paying so much for it. It's yeah. So I'm not gonna show it to you, but it's like a $400 or $500 watch, and it has like neat features. It's a sports watch. So it's not afraid of, you can go swimming in it, diving, whatever. It's waterproof, and then it's also shockproof, or shock resistant, collision resistant. It's even like it's like, what is it? Electric resistant. Like you can touch like an electrical wire to it and stuff, and it won't short it out. It's got all, and it's also like, yeah, and it's okay, and like it's freeze resistant. You can go out in like -20 weather. You can leave it outside in the winter or something. It's just, and then the neatest thing is it keeps perfect time because it uses like some kind of GPS thing or something. Like it can, if you have a GPS, you probably have noticed that there's no way to set the time on a GPS. It sets itself automatically by using like satellites or something. So, and that's the same thing that my watch does. It uses like satellites. It communicates. It's something like that. I checked the instruction booklet. It says it bounces a signal off the ionosphere, off like, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that means either. It says it bounces a signal off of the, up to the whatever, and then back down, and that's how it knows what time it is. It doesn't make sense. So I'm just, it uses satellites or something like that. So it keeps track of the time. So you always know that your watch is the correct time. Even if the battery's low, it would still be the correct time. And it has like some kind of warning if the battery's slow, it lets you know, and this and that. And it's got a bunch of features. It's kind of neat. So I'm happy with it, and it looks cool. But I'm not going to show it to you. Oh yeah, and it's also solar powered. It recharges itself off the sun. It needs like 8 minutes of sunlight a day to keep a full charge, but you know, if you fall behind, then whatever, you could just, you know, and it also charges just from like indoor lights, etc., etc. Anyway, so that's what I got. My son got some my son just got like one gift for me and one gift for my wife, because that's nice, eh? You like this guy? It's a red light. This is a scooter stopping area. That's a scooter lane. Cars aren't even allowed to drive there. So this guy's in the car lane. This guy and this guy just passed in the scooter lane, and this guy nicely cut in front of me, as if like he's gonna be slowed down by me or something. Like I'm gonna be too slow on my Ninja, so he has to like cut in front of me so he doesn't get boxed in his whatever the hell that is. It's not an SUV. It's not a car. It's kind of a station wagon minivan thingy. Anyways, this is a long light, eh? Nice clouds. Yeah, so my son already has like enough toys, and he's kind of too young to really use toys to their full, you know, to their full, my English. He's too young to use toys fully, you know? Like you buy him some kind of, I don't know, like if I bought him a racetrack or something, he wouldn't really know how to. Anyways, he doesn't use toys fully. Let's just leave it at that. So and he already has a lot of toys, so we weren't gonna buy him too many presents. So we just got him one big present each, and there's some cops busting people who run this light. That's cool. See, this right lane here is a turn lane only. So how much money you want to bet that those cars that were just cutting in the scooter lane are also going to use this turning lane to go to cut to the front? I'm betting a good amount of money. Yeah. So what did I get? My wife got him. It's a really cool toy. It's like dolphins, and they go down a slide, and then they jump, and they go through a hoop, and then they go back up to the top of the slide, and then they slide down again. It's not really a good toy for someone his age because it would break too easily. All he has to do is push on one of the slides and they'll snap off. And I guess I was wrong. So you guys want some cash? How much money I gotta send you guys? Yeah. So, but he really likes it, and he played with it like a lot. And then we put that toy downstairs so that way his toy and my toy don't have to compete. It was my idea to keep them in separate rooms. Because as a child, whenever my mom would give me a gift, my father would give me a gift. If I played with my father's gift a lot, my mom would like cry. She'd be like, yeah. It was like a competition to see whose toy I played with. So I just said, we'll put them in different rooms so they can play with different toys. He's telling him to say hello in English. See, there's a car doing what I said. You use the turning lane to go to the very front. Oh, and a beautiful lab. Hi, baby. And a poodle in a bag. Just getting more interesting by the second here. And then the car that you know cuts the front doesn't even. Oh, it's a woman too. A woman in a Mitsubishi. So I got him. She got him the Dolphins, and it's a neat toy. I was fascinated by it for a bit. And then I got him something kind of similar. It's just it's 3 ramps, and you put 3 cars on top of the 3 ramps, and you push a button, and it pushes the cars down the ramps. it's pretty simplistic, but it's based on, it's for children his age, and he likes it a lot, and he likes the cars a lot. One more time, and then we go. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yep, it's Kai. Okay, ready?
Go.
1, 2,
Whee!
go! Cool. You want to take it downstairs?
Okay.
Okay. He always separates toys into mother, father, baby, which is interesting. I don't know if all kids do that. They probably do. So there's 3 cars, and he says this car is the mommy, and this car is the daddy, and this car is the baby. And then every time he puts them on the ramp, he doesn't really know about racing, like which one's first to the finish line. So a lot of times when the cars go down the ramps, they'll tip over or roll. And when they do so, he'll be like, oh, mommy fell over, daddy fell over, baby didn't fall over, baby wins, like that. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, so I bought him the little kind of racetrack rampy thing, and she got him the Dolphins, and that was about it for his Christmas presents. He got a couple other small gifts, like books and something else. And I got a watch. Oh, what did my wife get? I got her a foot massager. It's like a foot spa. It's like a bucket. And you put hot water in it, and then you stick your feet in it. It cost me like $6. No. It's like a bucket, but it vibrates, and it has bubbles, and it heats the water itself. So you can put cold water in it, and then it heats the water up to hot, and then it vibrates and massages your feet, and yeah. And in the winter it's good because you can it's really cold in our house. Our house doesn't have any insulation or heating. So if you're watching a movie or something, you can just watch the movie with your feet getting massaged in hot water. And that was my Christmas. And for New Year's Eve, I didn't do anything because if you got a small child, you're not going to take them out at midnight in the cold to watch fireworks. So, but we did see some fireworks.